Morning folks. Yet again we are absolutely rained off. This rain this year has been absolutely relentless, and you come down to the plot and you see it in this state and you just think to yourself, I can't really be bothered. Just have a look at this guy's plot here. That's the path into his plot, and then when you get up there, absolutely drenched. Not good, not good at all. Right, we'll drive round to mine, let's see the damage. Just coming up the track now. The only reason I've come down today is because I ain't even got my overwintering onions out. I start them off in a modular tray, but the weather's been so rubbish, so wet, I've not wanted to put them out in sludge. So that's the only reason I've come down. There we go, we've arrived and we're soaking. Right, let's get across into the greenhouse. Going to be naughty and leave the van on the track. You're not supposed to do that, it's against the rules, but there's nobody crazy enough to come down in this weather. Just me. Let's go have a look. This weather I don't think is good for garlic. All this wet. I know they like a little bit of wet, but bloody hell, this germination rate is absolutely rubbish. Put some more in this bed here, and again that's not good either, but I am going to look to, I'll move them, I'll pick them up, I'll consolidate them into one bed, and I'm going to buy some more in January. Let's get out of this rain. Yeah, it was really depressing, is this weather. Can't really get out and do no. So I'm just down today just to water those. I'm not too fussed about those not being out yet. I'll wait until we get a dry spell. Fingers crossed, I can't see that happening for some time yet. I think we'll forecast on Monday to have a day of sun. But this plot, I was talking to Michael from Michael's plot over the messaging, and he was saying it was absolutely soaking down on the east coast, and I was saying to him that we're probably going to need a month without rain for the water table to go down, to be able to take any more water. Every little bit of rain that we get now brings it to the surface. I've got to go down and collect some wood, so I'll show you on the way out. But yeah, it's days like this when I know I've got a load of jobs to do and I can't actually crack on and get them done. I could go in the shed and that, but it's just miserable. You don't really want to get into it. So I'm just going to hold fire, stay off the plot, and that list will just have to wait. It's as simple as that. But it does beg the question, if we're going to constantly get weather like this, you know, how that's going to impact on how we garden. Because as I've said to you in the past, the last 3 months, it's just been this. So we're going to have to look to adapt if this is going to be the case. Right, well, not much to say. What I've got to do now is I've got to go home. I haven't even put my Christmas tree up yet. I've not really felt that either for some strange reason. I do like Christmas, but it's just been hard to get into it. You know, I think this weather brings you down. I have to get the SAD lamp out and cheer myself up. So I'll just walk down to the bottom of the plot, I'll get my wood, and then I'll bid you farewell. But come and have a look at this river. I was watching the Grapevine Garden YouTube channel the other day, which is really entertaining, and if you've not subscribed to that, I highly recommend it, and I'll put a link to that channel in the comments below. But I had a question about having a plot at home or having an allotment, and I suppose there's arguments for both. There's arguments in the case of having one at home that you don't get these. You see that rat then? Frightened me to death. There, look at it. Get away. God, look at him. I'm going in van. And they were talking about, you know, gardening at home or having an allotment. And I get the community side and, you know, all the camaraderie and the plant sharing and everything like that. But if I were to opt, if I had a choice, I'd love to be able to have what I've got here at the back of my house, because I'd be able to invest more. I'd be able to expend, you know, spend some money on a really good quality tunnel. You can't do that here. We get broken into every two minutes, and vandalism for no reason whatsoever. So if I really had a choice, I think I'd prefer to do it at the back door, but I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing here. But as I say, I can only do it to a level. Right, let me take cover. Well, let me go get the wood actually. Squelch, squelch. And firstly, this lawn is underwater completely. Well, look, I popped some lettuces in here. They seem to be doing all right. So I might pick those before they go. But here's the river. All the way down. Year on year, this is getting worse. And what I've noticed is the plots further down that way are starting to flood as well. 3, 4, 5 plots down there, they're flooding. When I first came to this site, I didn't have no water, or no standing water. It used to drain away. But as you can see, sodden. You can't get on them beds, you can't do a thing. So it's all about patience, it's all about waiting. Getting the boxes off. I need to get that done, but you can't. You've just got to stay off. Spring onions doing all right. Some leeks in here and in there. I think I'm going to put some of the onions, overwintering onions, in this bed, because I should be able to get them up and out if I take them young in time to put me tomatoes in later on in spring. My neighbour never came to collect these, so I don't know what to do with them. Can I just leave them like that and just take them young, or do I have to try and transplant them? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, we had a real disaster here. These baskets are normally up against that shed, but I found them bloody horrible wrongtails digging. So to go get one of my neighbours to come along, put some poison down and block it up for me, because I'm a scaredy cat. Right, I'm going to get my wood, guys, and I'm going to go. From a very wet allotment. Have a good weekend. Stay dry. And hopefully we'll be able to make some progress next week. Until then, guys, happy growing.